Everybody, welcome back. Reup day! Reup! That's how I'm feeling right now. I honestly don't even know what I even want to talk about today. I literally, my homie from Puffco just got out of the car. Shout out Tony, by the way. Hella homie. I just hooked it up. We're going to be smoking on today some Gush Mints. And today I think I just want to talk about like some of my favorite stories, whether it be from my brother, smoking with my brother, whether it be from me being the dumbass back at home. I just want to talk about some shit because on a re-up day, man, all you can feel is ecstatic and happy. Earlier today too, I went and dropped off some, what was this? I dropped off some eye drops for my girlfriend. She had a scratch in her eye and she forgot her eye drops at home, so I went back home, got her right. But as you can see, oh, gushy mints. But yeah, guys, a lot of people ask me. I did just post a podcast clip about this the other day. But where does the name Baj come from? And it's honestly a pretty simple story. Me and Logan, my brother, one night, we're going out. And I remember this exactly. I remember exactly where it was in my hometown. If people know in my hometown, the cross of, oh my God, what the fuck is it even called? Port Royal and Duplex. Right here at that intersection, at the cross. We were pulling up to it and we were going to get Taco Bell at the Port Royal Taco Bell. And I was like, yo, we got to go get a Baj Blast. And he said, what the fuck did you say? And I just remember him looking over at me because he was driving. And my brother's truck, my brother had the trap mobile. He had the trap truck. My brother was selling at the time. Fucking beat the shit. He was like, what'd you say? I was like, Baja Blast. I was like, I don't even know. He was like, Baj. That's a word now. Like that, bro. And then him and his friend Parker Hayes started being like, Baj, when I was around them. And then we used it as code word for weed. Me and my brother, when he would every now and then come hang out with me, because we lived at separate houses because my parents thought that he was a bad influence on me. And he kind of was, but not really that bad, because look at me now. I'm smoking weed on the internet. But, yeah, we would just be like, yo, Mom, we're going to go get Baj. And then she would be like, okay, sweetie, have fun. And then we would just go in the fucking yard and just go smoke. Great times, bro. I miss session with my brother so bad. Like, the Jeebs, oh my God. My first time I ever took a Jeeb was behind a dumpster at Popeyes. And it was with him. And I took some fucking dark yellow Jeeb out of the bottle. Out of this fucking Nestle Pure Life bottle with a fucking tinfoil on top. And I hit that bitch and then just immediately started coughing and drooling in his car. And I thought, bro, that was the first day where I ever felt like I could have ever greened out. Off of one G, people. Keep in mind, bro, before that, all I was smoking was like blunts with my friend Ryan. So it was very simple, like nothing that just goes right to your fucking head and just cooks your brain cells. The Jeeb with the tinfoil, boom, I immediately felt sick. And then came home after that, laid in bed with his friend Parker. We sat feet to feet. We sat like this, like this, if you understand what I'm saying. And we both were watching our own YouTube videos. And then all of a sudden, we're not even talking 20 minutes after I felt like I was about to throw up and become a new person. My mom, all I hear is, I'm home. And I immediately, bro, I don't know if it was like something built within my body that was promised to me thousands of years ago, but there was something inside of my body that just, boom, and I went straight to the shower and took the longest, hottest shower of my life so that she would not know that I was geeking. And I waited for myself to get right, and then I went out there and I was like, hey, Ma. That was one of my favorite experiences of all time, I'm not gonna lie. Even though I was scared shitless and I thought I was gonna die. Even my brother had to give me a Gatorade because I was in the back going, oh, but like dead ass, like not just like fucking around like how I do now with the Puffco. That shit was horrible. Actually awful, guys. And I was a little fucking degenerate when I was a kid, if you really want me to go deep into that, bro. Because if you grew up in Tennessee, we were doing bullshit, bro. And one thing that I used to do, and you know, thank God for letting me be alive, was back road drunk driving, bro. And that was the dumbest shit that I can ever say that I did when I was a kid, bro. The dumbest shit of all time. Drinking and driving, people, is literally going to either kill you or someone in your life. Because guess what? My brother died from a drinking and driving accident. He wasn't driving. He was in the car with someone that was drunk. And you know, I think it's a bad way to look at life like this, but it's almost like karma. If I wanted to believe in that, because I was doing that shit all the time with no remorse, didn't really give a fuck. There was one time where I drunk drove and I got back to my friend Ryan's house. Literally drunk drove to go get a cart, bro. This is how much of a degenerate I was. Went to go get a cart. And then once we got the cart, I got back to Ryan's house. And Ryan had this big ass backyard with a fucking, like, we would have bonfires every single weekend because we would all just go there and drink. And I get to the bonfire and I'm sitting there hitting the pen. I lose, if you guys remember the pens from back then, these little batteries, they used to have a connector on the bottom that you would have to screw in so the car would actually work. I lost the connector in the grass. I start peeking around. Fuck. I start poking around, tearing up the grass trying to find this shit. All of a sudden, boom! I wake up on the couch. All my clothes are missing besides my shorts. My hair smells like throw up, and this is when I had long hair, so it was like right here. My hair smelled like throw up. I had no hangover. I didn't remember anything. Nothing. Like, I'm telling you, bro. Put a gun to my head and tell me what happened for the last 3 hours of the night, I would not have fucking known. But then I got up, walked over to my friend's dad, Ryan's dad, and I was like, "Good morning, Mr. Jeff." And he was like, "Someone threw up in that room right there." I walk in there, bro, and it is dead ass black throw up in the bed, people. I am not even shitting you. Like, pitch black, like void black. Like, it looked like someone opened a portal in the bed. And I was like, what the fuck is even that? I start calling my friends. I called my friend Ethan. I was like, "Yo, did you throw up in the bed?" He was like, "Nah, bruh, that was you." I was like, "What are you even talking about?" He was like, "Bro, do you not remember?" He tells me everything. He was like, "Bro, when you got back, you just all of a sudden passed out in the grass. And we had to pick you up, and then we set you in the chair. And they were cooking burgers and steaks and all this shit. And they said they were trying to feed me, and I was just going, like that. And then eventually they said at 3 in the morning, I got up from the chair, stumbled my way back to the house and said, "Wake me up at 3 in the morning," when it was already 3 in the morning. And then I got in the bed, shot projectile throw up out of my mouth the second that I laid down, which is what I was told, while my friend Ethan was in the bed. And then he said that I got naked, went and took a shower, and then just walked out with my shorts on. Guys, I don't even know what the fuck happened. And I've had that happen multiple times in my life. There was a time in Santa Barbara where I was drinking there. And me and Larry, rest in peace Larry, by the way. Yo, I've had too many people fucking die in my life. This shit sucks. Rest in peace Larry. But me and Larry were going back to back on vodka shots because we were fucking around and joking around. And I was joking. I said, "Bro, we should black out," but like as a joke. We ended up drinking 16 shots back to back. All I remember from that night was 8:30 p.m. Larry boxing a vending machine, and then the security guard pulled up on us when we were doing that. And then I said, "It's okay, it's for a calorie deficit video." Boom. All of a sudden, I wake up, my head's against the house, and I'm throwing up into my shoes. Boom. I wake up again. I'm 2 hours away. I'm not even in Santa Barbara anymore. I'm all the way down near LA. And this, if you guys know that area, that's a long fucking ways away. And then I just woke up, again, no hangover, but didn't remember anything. I go over to Tommy. I was like, "What the fuck happened last night?" He was like, "You don't remember anything?" Nah. Boney's Hoagies in Santa Barbara. I have met them 2 times, and I don't remember meeting them any time. I've eaten their sandwiches twice. Don't remember any of the times. Boney's Hoagies, shout out to y'all. I'm a fucking dumbass, okay? I literally had no idea what was going on that night at all. Same thing. They said I was doing pull-ups. They said that I was dapping up every single person that I walked by. They said that I was fucking, like, the good thing about me too is that I'm a good drunk. I don't get aggressive. I don't get mad. Even if people try to fight me, I'm still happy. I'm so glad because, bro, with the amount of times that has happened where I just fucking forget everything that will happen in the night, you never know what could fucking happen, bro. You never know, okay? That shit is scary as fuck. And one person that I wish I could talk to that about, bro, now especially, bro, I don't know if anyone else that deals with grief feels like this, bro, but I just wish that I could pick up the phone and be like, Logan, you gotta hear about this shit. Like, imagine if Logan got to hear about the Japan trip. Imagine he got to see me go to Japan and shoot for a fucking anime brand. Logan used to love anime, too. He would have been losing his fucking mind, bro. Like, oh, I think about that shit so much because it brings me back, dude. Like, again, why I'm sitting here talking about this today. It brings me back to, like, when that motherfucker used to just, like, again, very subtly, but just show nothing but love to me and, like, make me feel like I mattered and like I meant something to his life. And that's all I really cared about. And a lot of what I embody nowadays is just to, like, I always wanted to be someone that he would want to hang out with. And I know that, hold on, let me fix this lighting real quick. I know that sounds kind of crazy, but, like, I truly just wanted to be chill with him, and I wanted him to, like, look at me as someone that he would want to call to hang out. And I feel like I did get to that point by the time that by the time that he passed away. I really do hope so, but, like, he was genuinely one of the coolest people that I had ever known in my life. He had a lot of problems. He had a lot of things that he could have fixed, but, like, everything that I embody today is what I would want to be for him. And shit, bro, it just makes you think a lot, especially, like, to why I'm here. Because how did I not die from drunk driving myself, bro? I mean, blackout driving. We're not even talking about just drunk. Like, I was genuinely a piece of shit. And that's why I also think that it's beautiful that you are able to live life and right your wrongs. If you're still here, like, you don't have to sit in the bullshit, bro. Like, so many people will sit there and make these excuses because of the way that their life was and the trauma that they feel, bro. I was on bullshit when I was younger, y'all. Like, I was genuinely on bullshit. And you can change your fucking life. The only thing is, be real about it, bro. Don't sit there and be like, oh, I was gifted this physique. I've always been like this. My work ethic is just better than you know, bro. Like, I will be real and dead ass with y'all all the fucking time, bro. Like, again, there's reasons why people hate themselves, and there was a reason why I hated myself. And again, I projected that outwards because I didn't want to feel like that, bro. Y'all don't have to feel like that, man. And I hope that you can get out of that. I definitely got way more stories. I just definitely want to go in the gym right now. I keep saying definitely. I don't fucking know why. I just want to go in the gym. Yeah, let me know if you want to know more stories, especially ones with Logan, because it's harder to remember off the top of the dome because he's been dead for over 5.5 years now, which is kind of crazy to think about. But if I do have anything come up, for sure. I know I have fucking stories of when we were in Disney and we were getting geeked as fucking Disney before we did everything. Oh, those were the times, bro. That was my shit, dude. My sister brought all these edibles and all these carts. Oh my God, dude. That was like when I started smoking. I was like 15 or 16. That was like when I started smoking. Just imagine homemade edibles when you just start out. Oh man. Oh man, dude. I fucking miss that motherfucker, bro. Yeah, but guys, other than that, rest in peace Larry, rest in peace Logan. More stories or whatever the fuck else coming soon. Baj Sesh 006. Shout out Jars Over Duffel. Shout out my boy Tony. Shout out Puffco. Shout out Civil. Shout out everybody that's been making my life truly something worth living. Because again, for a while, I did not want to fucking be here. For a minute, bro. And I'm telling y'all, you can change that perspective. You can switch everything that you're feeling if you really want to. And again, you just gotta put forth some sort of effort, bro. Just something, bro. Give yourself a chance. Love you guys. Peace out.